What's up, party people? Welcome into the RhinoMan Show. Hey, as you know, I have 3 questions for you at the beginning of every show, and then I'll get in and see who's in the chat. But first, I want to get some reaction from you guys to these 3 questions. Number one, number one. Hey, what takes a lot of time but's totally worth it? Hey, let me know in the chat what you think takes a lot of time but is totally worth it. I want to know. I need to know. You guys got to let me know. Okay, question number 2. Where's your favorite place to nap? Mine seems to be under my desk at work. I want to know where yours is. Let me know. We have intermission now and popcorn. Yes, you do, Scotty H-Town. Question number 3. What is the longest trip you've ever been on? Hey, how many days in Vegas can you go and stay there and still have money at the end of it? I want to know. It seems to be my limit's like 2 or 3 now, but we'll see. We have a trip coming up pretty soon, and I want to find out about that. Let me know in the chat what you guys' answers to these 3 questions are. I really want to know. Hey guys, welcome into the RhinoMan Show. As you know, let's see who's in the chat before we get on to everything else. Educational thumbnails. Hey, yes, this is an educational thumbnail. I was kind of upset when I was trying to find my audio library for the video that I posted today. Hey, you got to check that video out. I put some audio in there and stuff like that, but I was having a hard time doing it. I looked online and I couldn't find anything up to date. There was stuff from a long time ago, which no longer exists now. So there's a new way to find it. I'm going to let you know. Scotty H-Town, thank you for coming in. There's my buddy, Randy the Slot Wizard. What's up, bro? Floofy, what are you doing, cousins? How you doing in New Zealand there? Jackpot Joe's driving to the casino, or home from the casino, I see. Today's show is Red Bull. It gives you wings. We'll see what kind of wings it gives me. I don't know. And Randy, I know you're going to say something, but hey, keep it PG. I appreciate it. Let's see who else is in this chat. I see Tony Tooch in the chat. Welcome in. I see Life of not Life of a Gambler, The Good Life 88. Hey, I'm dyslexic. I see things backwards. Tony Tooch, mushrooms. I don't know what that means, but hey, welcome in, Tony Tooch. Gamblers Unknown. I made it 6 days, but 1 full day spent in the ER. Hey, bro, I hope you're doing okay. You need that sunshine. You got to get that vitamin D on you to take care of all of that. I know you're sitting under a tanning lamp. He's going to be the tannest guy in the world. Guy, if you don't know, he's kind of orange now. Sort of looks like Trump, but hey, it's all good. Ivy Slots, what's going on, guys? If you don't know, Ivy Slots is going to be on the channel tomorrow. That's going to be a fantastic interview. I'm looking forward to that. Ivy, you need to reach out to me so I can send you that link, and we can test out the stream. Maybe after this, I'll try and reach out to you. I'll send you the link in the email again. We can try it out. Let's see who else is in the chat. Appreciate you guys being in here. If you're in the background, come on in and say hi to me. Just let me know what's going on and what's up. Trace the Ace is in the house. Oh, we're in the library. Not yet. We will be pretty soon. But like I was saying, I was having a hard time finding the audio library for the specific topic that I'm about to do, and I thought it would be a good thing for me to share it out with you. RhinoMan, I sent you his info. Yeah, I got his info, but I got to get him to test the live stream with me, and we'll work on that after the show. Thank you, Sister Yoshi. Appreciate it. I'll email you or call you. Yes, I will. Okay, let's get into the topic now. Hey, guys, here we go. So normally, the way that you found your audio library in the past has been, it was right here where it says Creator Music Beta now. It's no longer there, and they want you to click on this so that you could go into their new beta testing thing. And we're going to click on it in a minute. But let me tell you, if you want non-copyrighted audio, you could go to the audio library, and there's pros and cons to both, and I'll get through them all. Or you could go to Soundstripe. I found Soundstripe to probably be one of the better ones, and I'll get into the pros and cons with that in a moment. But we're going to go ahead and click on this and see what happens. Hey, there you go. We clicked on that. Let's see. Where do we go here? Well, sorry, guys. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Okay. So now that you clicked on that, you have all of these choices here, and some of them will take you through, revenue sharing tracks. Now, basically, these tracks are revenue sharing. You could purchase them, either, buy a whole track, or you could purchase them one by one, or some of them are even free, depending on what you're looking at here in the sound thing. There's featured licensable tracks. And if you notice, the first time you click on, YouTube's trying to give you money to go ahead and do this. But I'm going to go through a few things and let you see. I see Wizard Sister's in the house. Thank you for coming in, Wizard Sister. Appreciate that. So as you see, they want me to start purchasing some of these tracks, and I'm not going to do it, but I am going to go on and show you what you got to be aware of when you're buying some of these tracks or when you're looking at them. There's a view usage detail and your library and everything else. So we're going to click on this. Now this is where you got to be careful, because you're going to be purchasing some of these different items, and you have to look at basically the amount of song. Like this one says any duration, and it's supported in all regions, and video monetized partial. Hey, am I on it right? Yeah, I'm on it right. Okay, so that's that one. I want to get into another one here that has a little bit more detail so you can see it. Let's go further down. Let's go down to some of these tracks right here. You could buy the license for the whole thing, and you could preview it and everything else. But here's what you want to look at. So there's a price per song. Right now it's crossed out because I got a $15 credit, so I could get it for free. Any duration, all. But look at this. The expiration is 2 years. Now, I don't know if after 2 years, if you put something on your channel with some of this music 2 years ago, and of course it's going to stay on YouTube, what's going to happen to that after the expiration? Do you have to buy a new license? Most likely you will have to buy a new license, but you're fully monetized to you. But look at the duration. You can only use 3 minutes or long. It could only be used in 3 minutes or longer videos, and it can't be used in shorts. And some of them have durations where it says like 30 seconds. You can only use 30 seconds of the song if you want to use that song. So I would be careful. I would watch what this is. I personally don't think it's a good idea to use any of these tracks yet. I searched through a lot of the tracks, and you can't really find any good artists, anything recent that you know or that you're familiar with. It just doesn't give you anything there. But as you can see, they have a price per usage, or you can buy the full license and go from there. Scotty H-Town, my proctologist told me to stop watching RhinoMan, or I'll have hemorrhoid anxiety attack. Hey, the hemorrhoid anxiety attack doesn't come from me. That's strictly on you, Randy. I don't know what you're putting up there. Those suppositories may not be working. Matt's Gambling Slots, welcome in. Where's my commercial going to run? Hey, I'll put it in here in a few minutes. Jackpot Joe, you know your commercial's in here. I got to put it in at every show in order to get my fees paid from you. I'm just saying. Okay, so you're on this. You search through them. I personally don't think it's a good idea to purchase the license. Now, in the back, when we were first looking at these revenue sharing tracks, now basically how these revenue sharing tracks work is right now, you know what you get monetized. It's like 55% YouTube takes. Now, what happens if you're sharing revenue on one of these other tracks with one of these other artists, they take another 25% off of that. So it's like whatever's left, it's 50-50 of the monetization for revenue sharing. So I basically don't think it's worth it to do that. But you guys can judge for yourself. If you guys want to go ahead and do this, if you get a video that goes viral, you're gonna only be making 25% or less than 25% revenue on that video. Not that a lot of videos go crazy. I pay for RhinoMan free commercial free RhinoMan show. Yes, you do, Trace the Ace. I'm sorry. Joe Monk wants wants me to put on his commercial, and we'll see about that in a minute. Okay, so I was looking for the audio library. I still couldn't find it. So I had to search through here for a while, and you get stuck looking on this. The only way to get to your library, audio library now, is way down here at the bottom where you see it. They put it way down here at the bottom, and if you want to click on that, then it'll take you to what you're normally used to seeing and all of your tracks. Now you can get sound effects on here. What I do like about the audio library is you could filter by a number of different categories. And that's one of the pros that has on the audio library tracks. The other pro is it's free. Hey, it's free to use. You don't have to worry about it. Some of the tracks you do have to give notoriety to the artist that you're putting on there. So you got to be careful and make sure that you are, making an annotation that this artist is the one that's playing in your video. But it's free. If you're starting out and you need audio in your tracks for whatever reason, obviously, I think one of the main reasons that the slot channels use it is because there is the copyright issue with the background music playing in the casinos, and that's basically why we use this. However, I'm going to start using some of these tracks, to produce commercials for Joe and everybody else in there. So basically, that's how you find it. I'm going to go back, see if it'll take me back. It'll take you right back into the music. You click on that and you got to go all the way down at the bottom. So the trick here, click on the Creator Music beta site and go all the way down to the bottom, and then you click on your audio library. It's very simple. But from that, I'm going to go over to Soundstripe just to give you guys a look and see what Soundstripe's about, and you could decide if it's something for you. Now, the pros for Soundstripe is if you buy something on Soundstripe, if you can't buy individual pieces, that's the con. However, they do have a pricing plan for creators, pros, and they're not very expensive. They're monthly fees. But if you use some artists in here, you're on a monthly subscription, you find a couple of videos that you want to use in your videos, you could use that. Now, let's say for whatever reason you cancel your plan, your music is still good to go. They're not going to copyright you because you canceled the plan at a later date. It's all good. You still have access to that copyright-free music on your videos. You won't be able to add any more. However, the music that you already have on your videos isn't going to get stricken with the copyright strike because of this. Everything's lifetime on here. So if you do find things on here that you want to put into your videos, it's absolutely covered for the lifetime of your video. You're not going to get it demonetized because you use something. What I do like about this is the artists that are in here, hey, you guys will recognize a lot of the artists. It's music that's not used by a lot of other YouTubers, like the audio library. Hey, it's free. A lot of users use it. Every creator has access to it, so you're not going to get something that's truly unique to your channel unless you go over and you start using other tracks that free users can't use. So I personally think it's worth it to join this. You could cancel at any time. You could put some videos, you could put music on your videos, and then you could keep going there with your music. I would keep up the subscription myself. I just got a subscription at $9.99. I'm going to try it out for a while. I got some videos that are coming out that I'm going to be putting music to. And some of the other music I will use from the audio library myself, unless there's something in here that I like better, which, hey, new artists, we could take a look and see what some of the new artists are. I can't play anything because, don't want it copywritten right now. And back to the audio library, some of the restrictions on this are you can't use them in shorts and you can't use them in lives. Over here, you could do them in both. I bet if I say big hello to Wizard Sister, you'll wake up, Randy. I'm sure he would. Do they have sandals on their size 8? I don't know if they have sandals size 8 on here. What else are we looking at? Let me see something in the chat here. This is absolutely a good time to show Jackpot Joe's commercial.
Hey guys, if you're like me, stuck on the side of the road, trying to get to the casino, but no way to go, hey, contact Joe. Hey, G Motor Cars, he'll hook you up. And don't worry, if you don't have a lot of dough, contact Joe. He'll hook you up. 847-228-1900. I'll drop the number below. Hey guys, let's take a look at what he's got. He's got this 2013 BMW X3 that he's pretty much giving it away. Hey, I'm not one to say, but Joe's giving it away. Contact Joe. If you're one of those people that rock a mullet, business in front, party in back, then this next one's for you. He's got a 2014 Can-Am Spyder. It's like a motorcycle, but it's business in front, party in back. 3 wheels, not 2. Please contact Joe. Only way to go. 847-228-1900. Tell him RhinoMan sent you. Hey, hopefully he'll give me a shout out in one of his videos. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I know you're saying, hey, right.
Hey, I didn't want to interrupt Joe's commercial, but I had to jump back over here. Guys, that was a long commercial. Glad I got rid of that. Just saying. Anyway, so let's jump back over to my creator studio. We could take a look at the dashboard, content, and comments, but I have a couple of things in here that, can we take a moment, rest of the show, and talk about your interesting TikTok question, please? Okay, there we go. We can do that, and I will put this up here so you guys can see it. Let me, real quick here, let me jump out of this and jump into here so we could see this community post. Okay, as you guys know, TikTok has recently just stopped all gambling on their channel, and I put this in my community page, basically taking a moment to show you what TikTok has said based on their community guidelines and everything else. They're banning it for a number of different reasons. We all know why the reasons are, because recent issues that have come up with people gambling with other people's money. There was recently a 16-year-old that was in a group pool that lost, and I guess the parent got mad. TX Gambles is in the house. Welcome in. Everyone stop saying hi to Wizard Sister, or I'll call my voodoo dolls off of all of you. Hey, you do what you got to do. Anyway, so the post basically says that it's banning all forms of gambling on TikTok. And I've recently talked with other YouTubers that have said as soon as they went live, they got shut down. And I haven't seen much on TikTok recently with people gambling or any sort of gambling related topics on TikTok. Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? Is that going to transform to other platforms? I'm back. How many hand pays did I miss? I don't know how many you missed. I don't know if it's going to transform to other platforms or not, but TikTok, as Scotty H-Town knows, it's not owned by an American company. Hey, they got the balloons flying over us and everything else. They can do what they want, and that's the issue that a lot of YouTubers are having, is when people do something against the regulations or against the rules, and platforms like TikTok start banning people, eventually other platforms will start looking at that the same way, and start to do the same thing. If it goes away on YouTube, think about it. All of the channels on YouTube that won't be able to post anymore, um, it'll hurt a lot of people. Not me in particular, but it'll hurt a lot of people. Think about it. If the Big Jackpot and NG and all of those guys can't make money on YouTube anymore, they're still going to be gambling, but they're not going to be able to get that supplemental income that helps them gambling the next month. By the way, guys, it is the 21st, so I'm sure you're going to be seeing some lives come up from other people pretty soon here that always do that. Uncle Joey wants pineapple upside down cake on his birthday. Hey, R.A. Jr., I hope he gets it. Not really, Scotty. A lot of TikTok revenue comes from U.S. citizens. That's Gamblers Unknown saying that. I won't turn it down. But here's the thing, guys. You have to look at this as like a warning sign. If people keep doing those group pools and they keep getting other people involved with other people's money, or they're filming people in the casinos could say, hey, we don't want it anymore either. As far as TikTok goes, hey, if it's no gambling on TikTok, what does that do for YouTubers? I think some of those TikTokers are going to have to come over to YouTube now if they want to watch the gambling videos as they did on TikTok. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Now, my poll tomorrow that's coming out, I hope you guys vote on it. It comes to us from Chris Pentel. He's the one that suggested that I do the poll on this one. So I just want you guys to be aware that there is going to be a poll dropping tomorrow, and you guys to vote on it because it's a very interesting question. Just saying slots, I put out a post on it, and NG replied, LOL, I think misunderstood what he was saying. I don't know what that's about. Is that about the TikTok thing? I don't think they do a lot on TikTok. But either way, you have to look at this as warning signs. Are other platforms going to take the same steps that TikTok is taking against gambling and against gambling content? Now, gamblers and gambling content could be considered controversy because there's so many people out now that have gambling problems, that are addicted to gambling, that can't get to the casino because they're out of money, and they'll do anything to get to the casino. Just like a drug, they will go beyond what they normally should in order to gamble. That's just the reality of it, guys. And as YouTubers, are we feeding that addiction, putting out these videos? And that's part of what TikTok is closing down. And when people say stay out of others' business and all the slot channels business, we can all get shut down because a couple of bad channels trying to look like they bet money more than they actually can. That's a good point, Gamblers Unknown, and it's true. I think when you start out, I'm starting to get a little comfortable here. I think when you start out a slot channel, and you're starting to bet like you normally bet, you go into the casino, you put $5 in, you put $10, $20 in the machine. And myself, I did it. I started putting 20s in, and I would play $20. If I won, I lost, or whatever, I'd walk to the other machine. But after I started a slot channel, hey, I stayed on the machine a little bit longer. I put hundreds in. Now it goes the same thing. If I'm winning, I'm going to be pressing my luck. I'm going to be pushing up the amount that I put in the machine and everything else. Am I trying to get content? Yeah, I was trying to get content in the beginning, like that. But I never jumped up to the amounts that are ridiculous. Now, did I think of other ways to try and get involved with sort of group pools or things like that? Yeah, I experimented with that. I experimented with having group pools. Wanted to have people that come live at the casino and do group pools. But I did see a lot of things out there, and I did find out it's illegal to do group pools, especially if you're having money sent to you from someplace else. It's just not the right thing to do. Plus the taxes. If you win a jackpot, you're going to be the one responsible since you're pressing the button. Let's see what's in the comments. people are stopping posting videos on TikTok. Um, they're not only they're not posting videos, they're getting taken down, Joe. I mean, it's what TikTok is doing. You can't go live on TikTok. Try and go live on TikTok tonight or tomorrow night from your little bar casino there, and they won't let you. That's two things: the bar, the alcohol, and the gambling. They're going to shut you down. It was big. It was on bigger channels needing to tell their followers not to engage in online group pools. Yeah, that's true. Just saying, slots. I still post on TikTok. They haven't got hit with anything yet, but not gone live. Jackpot Joe, I have seen some big channels get shut down for periods of time with a little or no reason, both card playing and slot channels. True. I never had access to go live on TikTok. That's Jackpot Joe. Randy, I'm going to make a huge RhinoMan voodoo doll hot air balloon and enter it in the Macy's Day Parade. Hey, that'll win you #1, Jackpot Joe. You can use the shirt, Addicted. Obviously, this is a perfect shirt for this topic that we're talking about real quick here. Guys, the issue is a couple of bad people doing a couple of bad things will hurt a lot of other channels. And if you police yourselves and police everybody else that are doing something wrong, don't follow them. Don't go to their channel. Don't support them. Everybody says let them do their own thing. Let them be their own business. That's fine. But when it starts to hurt everybody else, that's when people start getting upset. Let's see. People make the mistake that big channels care. They are in it for one reason, and that reason is business, and casinos aren't going to stop them, just the little channels. That's possibly true. You know, casinos could do whatever they want. They could make their own plan for filming in their casino. They could have a structure. I wish they had it laid out so people would know exactly who could film and who can't. Whether that's you got to have 5,000 subs, you got to have X amount, you got to do this, you got to do that, and then you can film there. If you meet that criteria, then you can film there. You can't do group pools, you can't do the other stuff. Who are they? Floofy, there's a few people out there that are doing the wrong thing. Anyone got a list? Floofy, I will put a list together of some of the channels that I think are doing wrong. But hey, there's other channels out there that report on it and everything else. I just put the post from TikTok, the community guidelines, and what they say their reason are for shutting down TikTok gambling. And I think it was on Twitch a while back they did the same thing. I could be mistaken. I might not know, but I'm just saying, hey, when it comes to that, who knows? Who knows? It could hurt a lot of other people. But as I did today, I had a problem finding the audio library. Showed you guys how to find it because it took me like 35 minutes to figure out where it was. I was looking at videos on YouTube, couldn't find it. I was sadly getting pissed off because I couldn't find it. And the videos that were out there were all of 2014, 18, 17. So they didn't really want to know. Who wants me to be their TikTok bookie? Duncan Fornes, welcome in. He's probably on the drive home. I'm half Chinese, Gamblers Unknown. I got a problem with that. What do Gamblers Unknown say? Hey, don't mess with Joe Monk or else you're going to get punked. I'm just saying. Anyway, guys, let's see what's going on here. Whoa, what? Okay, I tried to add something to the end of this video, but apparently it didn't work. I want to see if it'll rerun. There you go. Scotty H-Town, Super Chat, thank you. I got the ending credits on here. As you guys see, I'm moving through some things. I'm working with Streamlabs and coming up with new scenes, new features, and trying to get the show more cohesive throughout. Uncle Joey Will Big Mac and fries get me into the Jackpot Joe experience? Yes, absolutely. He needs a drink with that though. You gotta add a soda. Anyway, so I'm trying to make it a little bit better for you guys to experience overall. And as you see, it's getting better each time. I have the intro. I have, scenes that are set up that I can transition from one to another. And then I have a closing scene. And of course, I got Jackpot Joe's commercial, which I am making a bunch more commercials, not just for Jackpot Joe, but hey, there's a couple of channels out there that want commercials from me, and you guys are going to get them. I don't know. I panicked. Any more audio library, I would jump off my roof into my neighbor's pool. Hey, I used to do that all the time, Scotty. I used to jump from my neighbor's house into our pool. That was fun time. I used to jump off the second story of our apartment building into our 8-foot pool. Then I went up to the roof and did it. Even did it a couple of times while I was drinking. That was no good. Can we stream Jackpot Joe's 47-minute video? We absolutely can, if that's what you guys want to do. Slotty Math Teacher, welcome in. Appreciate you guys coming in. Appreciate everybody in here. So the takeaway from the show, before I get out of here, Soundstripe, if you guys want audio, if you guys are big enough where you need audio in your videos, go to Soundstripe. I'm not getting paid from them at all. I like their service. It's lifetime copyright free. Once you get into one of their monthly membership plans, you don't have to worry about it. Versus the YouTube beta revenue sharing or buying licensed tracks. Most of them have an expiration date. Once that expiration date passes, you either have to rebuy it or you either have to rebuy it or you get copywritten. Real quick, I am going to go back to the music thing because I do want to do something here, and I'm going to type in by dollars. Let's see. Give me a second here. Let's go by price. And I wanted to apply this. Where's the music here? Because if you guys don't know, the artists are the ones that set the price on here, and you have some really expensive ones on here. Let me see. Let me get a different price point. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on here. There's something wrong. I was looking up prices earlier, and there were some prices that were over $500. Randy, I've already destroyed 3 televisions and 32 naps. What a day. Okay. Appreciate you guys. Hey, until next time, let the good times roll, guys. I will see you then. Tomorrow's show will be much better than today's. Stay tuned for Ivy Slots, which will be on tomorrow. After our show tomorrow, Jackpot Joe's going to have NJ Slot Guy on. And then on Thursday, I have NJ Slot Guy here for an NJ After Dark. We're going to be talking about a lot